So this game is very relaxing for me. I've been playing it for quite a while. 2019, almost 5. Wow, 5. Wait, no, 6. What? Almost 6 years of playing. I mean, I took like a long time off since beginning to play, so that's why I'm only level 20, even though I've been playing for a long time. But every now and then I come back to this game, and it's just so relaxing. I throw on some Spotify and just catch fish. So this game is pretty basic, I guess. Your starting out area is Lone Star Lake, which is in Texas. You can click on fish species, and it'll show you each type of fish you can catch there. You can read a little description about what it looks like, where it comes from, where it's native to, what types of bait that it wants. And it shows you like the size of it, what it can get to, and preferred lures as well, depending on what fish it is. And then you can buy this stuff in this shop under lures, baits, all that stuff. There's tons. Like, look at all this. It's tons. And you can buy licenses for each area too. You would want to buy the advanced license and not the basic one, because for the most part, advanced licenses let you keep everything you catch instead of like having to throw it out unless you'll get a fine. And who wants a fine? And I think this starting out area always costs $0 to travel there, skip time, all that jazz. But if you go to like other places you unlock as you level up, it costs money to travel and money to skip time. But this spot's not like that. And you can check the weather too. So what this means on this graph is the time you want to start fishing is around 11, and you want to keep going till around 7. So the higher this is, the more fish will bite. So you don't want to fish around like the beginning of the day. And then at nighttime, you want to fish kind of around here, but mostly around this time, 3 to 5. So it's kind of simple. We'll show you like weather and wind and all that stuff. It doesn't really matter. I'll give you a description here too if you don't want to look at the graph, or you don't understand the graph, but I don't know. Math, statistics, science. Stop! Let's travel. So you can either join a random room which has other people in it. You can do a friends only room in which your friends can, on like Steam or something, can join, then no one else can. Or you can do a private room which is by yourself, which is what I normally do because, I don't know, I don't have any friends. You can choose, you can click any one of these to spawn in. You can like read a little description about it. I normally go down here by the bridge because I don't know, I like bridges. Then you spawn in with your rods. And the shop here is different than the shop on the main menu. You can only buy things related to like this specific area. You have a limited amount of rods and reels, like beginning type stuff. And you can only really buy baits and lures that are able to be used to the specific fish in that area. Like most of these beginning fish here will go for the most basic spoons or baits. So I would consider is buying everything in the main menu before going to this spot, looking at the types of fish that that area has, and then buying stuff that they like, and then going to that area. Because I think things cost more expensive at the shop and travel locations as well. Inflation. So there's also missions you can do that'll give you like the coins and money. And yeah. There's also the harder missions, and then not 10 grand for that. What? Then there's like fish monsters every now and then. You have to get like very specific types of like tackle. Like for example, this one you have to travel to the Mudwater River, which is I think this third location you unlock. And you have to catch 5 tree barks, and then put them in your backpack, and then craft the wooden lure. and then you can catch this guy. It's random, but if you want to do something different, you can do these. I don't really care about any of that crap because I don't spend money. Oh yeah, there's sports, like competitions. They'll give you the location of where the competition happens, and then they'll give you like the time limit for these competitions. Like this one lasts from 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. today. Or wait, 2 p.m. Is this happening now? I haven't been on here in a long time now. Scoring time, we have 45 minutes. Okay, to enter it is 500 cash. Scoring time, I'm guessing you have 45 minutes to catch as much stuff as possible. Hunt for all forms of trout. Can't use boats. You don't have to keep the fish to keep the score. Okay. Okay, you can do it anytime from 2 to 2, but when you start it, you have 45 minutes to do it. Okay, that makes way more sense. I've only done like 2 of these ever, so yeah. Let's go fishing now. Well, click 1. You can click numbers on your keyboard, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to switch between however many rods you have. So that's kind of, you have to like keep opening up inventory and clicking. The first rod I have is baits. I have worms on it for some odd reason. I have this weird bobber, line, you know, just normal stuff. Just click your mouse and it'll throw it into the water. You can reel it in a little bit to have no slack. So if something does bite, you can click the right mouse button and the rod will shoot back and you can hook it. I didn't even check the weather. Oops. Apparently you can't do that. Crap. I don't even know if this is a good time to fish. I didn't look. I wasn't paying attention to my own, I don't know, knowledge, I guess. 69 degrees, nice. We have the fish jail. On the top left, I have a fish jail, and it can hold up to 66 pounds of fish. And if it gets full and you catch fish, after it gets full, you can't keep it. You're forced to throw it away back into the water. And the only way to reset that is if you exit out, go back to the menu, and then go back to that location to restart like the day, or you can click T, and you can like skip time into the next day. But keep in mind, for most maps, it costs money, but on the starting location, it doesn't. So that's kind of cool. So you can like infinitely stay here and infinitely catch stuff for free. This is like a good starting way to get XP and monies. Because who doesn't like money? And XP, I guess. Okay, this thing. What is... I want to skip time. I want to go to the menu. Yeah, you can click M to open up the map. And it's kind of like a depth radar thingy. Like the darker blue it is, the deeper it is. So like on that side by the road, that's by that white picket fence, it's deeper over there. And I think that's where catfish hang out, which are like the more quote-unquote hard things to catch at this spot. And you can like click these pluses and you can throw down a mark to where like a specific spot is you can cast to. And like way in the distance, you can see like 3 little green things I have placed out there. And it helps you show like what specific area you want to throw a rod in. So like the deeper it is, the more likely your rod to maybe get bigger fish. I want to trash that one. I have one on both sides to help. I don't exactly know what this yellow thing does. It looks like it looks like one of those massive ocean ones. Yeah, saltwater location. Okay, that makes sense. I don't think that would work out that well here. Okay, we need a fish. Oh, it's a crap time. Oh, crap. Who wants it? Skipping to that. Okay, time's changed. Let's toss one here. At the bottom right, 35 out of 190 feet. That means I have 35 feet of line out and 155 feet of line left in the thingy. So if something starts dragging it out, 35 will get bigger, and I only have a limited amount of 190 feet of line, so that's something. In the 3 bars, things will start happening once I catch a fish, but who knows when that's going to be because, yeah. And then that circle thingy. Oh crap, we have a fish on. Fish on! That was quick, because my rod's kind of good for these little thingies. Golden Shiner, half a pound, 8.2 inches long, 24 cash, 5 little XP gains. Keep it and release. We're keeping it because, yeah. That was kind of cool. Oops, that was kind of quick. 25 night crawlers, top right. Hook number 6. I keep forgetting. I don't know if it's like I think hook 10 is the biggest hook and hook 1's like a tiny hook, but it could be opposite. I don't know. I haven't played. My mind's amnesia. I got hit with like the Men in Black device. Well, look how cool this game looks too. It's a free game on Steam and it looks this nice. You can see the leaves falling down from the trees. There's like a slight breeze. You can see all the reflections in the water. It's actually a really good looking game. And it's apparently 10 years old too, so pretty good. You can either stare at the bobber in the water, or you can look at kind of the top right. It's kind of under the nightcrawlers, but it's the red and white looking bobbing thingy there. And you can stare at that thingy, and if that thing like jerks left or right pretty quickly, then that means a fish is on, and if you got to reel it in. I don't know why I sounded like that. And then that little circle thing I was talking about before I got so rudely interrupted by the fish. You can use your scroll wheel on the mouse. See how that thing is moving up and down? Oh, we're getting bites. We have a fishies. What is this one? A bass? Spotted bass. Nice. So what I was talking about with the scroll wheel is the more you move it up, the faster you reel in something. So if you're using something like a lure, you don't want this high, but you don't want it facing down because you're letting line out, and that obviously is not going to do anything. So what I always do is keep it at 2. It's not too fast, and it's not dumb. I always keep it at 2. And then for like a little quick glimpse, like those massive 3 towers to the middle right, I guess you could say, of the screen. One is the actual fishing pole, one is the line, and one is the reel. Fishing pole's in the middle. 83% on the fishing pool means that that's wow, I can't speak. That's the durability of the fishing rod. So I've used up 17% out of 100. And if it gets too low, I don't know what number that is, maybe 60s or 50s, you can use cash to fix it. Or if you're feeling spontaneous, you can just buy a whole new rod. Same thing goes with the reel and line. I think the more stronger line you have, the less percentage it goes down. But if you like have starting line and you keep catching like some decent sized fish, it'll break faster. And if you use too small of a line for too big of a fish, then your crap breaks insanely fast because science. What else was I? Oh yeah, the casting one. Why don't we switch fishing rod? That's not what I wanted to do, game. Please. I want to use the lure. I got a spoon on. I don't even think this is a correct spoon because I was at a different location like months ago and I forgot what I had, so I just hopped into this. Like that little bar that just popped up on the right. If it gets... Hold on, let me explain it better. Alright. Come on now. There we go. Okay, I can click the right mouse button to aim where I want to toss this thingy. Like if I toss it in the weeds, that's bad. It could get stuck and I could lose a lure and then I would cry. So I kind of want to toss it out near the lily pads because that's where big fish can probably hide, and if they see something small swimming by, they'll launch out. Or vice versa. Little fish hide in there, big fish stay in like the open areas until something like swims out. I don't know. I just like throwing it. That's a new animation. Huh. But if you look below where on the top right where the spoon thingy is at. Oh, I got snagged apparently. That's nice. But you see that like bobbing red and white thingy bouncing up and down below the narrow spoon top right? That's what my lure is doing down there, and I can like tap the left mouse button to make it bounce up and down, or I can click the right mouse button and it like yeets this thing up, and I can do both at a time. to like make things happen. It should say like stop and go and stuff, but I think I have it too fast. I'm an idiot. Oh. Okay, let me do it again. Let me tap. Let me just keep tapping the left mouse button. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it says stop and go. 1 out of 3 dots. I think if you get 3 out of 3 dots, that means you're like doing it perfectly. So I have like a better chance of catching a fish, maybe. This is my preferred method because I just tap one button. Or you can do it like twitching with the right mouse button and all that jazz, but I just do the simple stop and go because it's simple. Is that all there is to talk about? That's not what I... You can change sensitivity, I guess. Yay. You can change your key bindings. You can make it to where if you have a fish, then it'll like have like a little sound to go off. Then this thing, you can change your units. I'm Imperial because I'm dumb US citizen guy. Instead of having 3 bars, you can just have 1, but I like having 3 because I like seeing all rod, reel, and line stuff. Horizontal, I don't know why anyone would choose that. You can also make your bobber size small, big, or medium, so if you have horrible eyesight, you can go with, or a small screen, you can go with a big bobber. And yeah. Hints, I don't know. I don't know. Wait, what did I keep? I don't know. That's pretty much it. This game is pretty simple, relaxing, easy. How far can I launch this thing? 97 feet. That's not too bad. Yeah, I like this game. It's free. Semi-simple. Yeah. It's just a time killer when you have nothing else going on. So yeah, have fun with this game.